What is going on, my peeps? Your man Versatile is back with another video, back here to talk about the Galaxy Z Flip 3 One UI 4 Beta 2 update. Yes, there's been some incremental changes that has occurred, some bug fixes, but some new bugs, and we're going to talk about that in this video. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that way you never miss my videos. Then we can sit back, chillax, and see what's cracking. And also let me know down in the comment section below, are you enjoying your Z Flip 3? Are you gonna get a Z Flip 3? Are you using the Z Fold 3? Are you looking forward to One UI 4 based off of Android 12? Again, let me know down in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get into the video. And so, what are some of the changes? Well, you know what? Before we actually even dive into One UI 2, or beta 2, let me talk about beta 1 real quick. And one of the things I didn't show you guys what beta 1 was, it's very bouncy now. So like when you pull down, or actually, yeah, so when you're at the bottom of something, you try to swipe, it has a little bounce to it. It has a little bounce when it goes up, has a little bit of bounce when it goes down. If you go into an app like, not that one, YouTube, it's kind of the same thing. There's a little bounce to it. You know, so there is some slight new animations there, and that's one of the good things that I like and appreciate from this update as well. Now, what are some of the changes going into One UI beta 2? Well, as you guys saw me swiping with the edge panel, they got rid of the vibration prompt or the haptic prompt when you initiate the edge panel. So not something that I was necessarily worried about because it wasn't there before, and then when they tried it out with the beta 1, I guess they didn't like it. It may come back in a beta 3 or the official, but as of right now, I did not. It's no longer there when swiping. Now, the other thing that they've also done with beta 2 is fixed the Samsung Pay gesture bug. Now, granted, the bug was also with the Samsung Pay app, so we got an update for both at the same time, so we really don't know if it was just the app and or was it the software. But now we can swipe, and now I can kind of give you guys a closer look at some of the widgets, and you guys can see just how well-rounded all the widgets are now. And I put a weather widget in there, and then even with the calendar app widget you see there. And I like Google Photos new app, like a spotlight widget, but it's not like Apple's where you can actually choose the picture. So I would hope to see that they will change the picture or give an additional option where you can actually just put a picture right there. That'll be nice. But as you guys can see, the widgets are more well-rounded and is pretty clean from that perspective. Now, what else has been fixed? Good Lock. So there was an update to Good Lock, as well as the Home Up app and the, I want to say, multi-star. So now multi-star works in here, as you guys can see, and most of the options is going to be about multi window, pop view, you know, split screen, and then any other changes that you want to make is going to redirect you to labs in terms of the flex mode. And so it's good to see that they were able to address that module. They also addressed Home Up. Even though Home Up worked in the background, for some reason it was buggy to actually access the module, and other aspects didn't work, like the task changer. So now when I swipe up, I have my task changer the way I had it in Good Lock as opposed to the standard one. And the standard one's not bad, but I do like using a different task changer. The only thing that we still are waiting to, oh, and the share manager has a slight tweak. You can add, you know, people down here at the bottom to your direct share, as you guys can see there. Now, hitting the select share applications does not work still, so maybe there'll be another update that we'll need for that. But I do notice that when the share menu actually comes up for the, you know, when the share menu pops up, it is still working. So it is one of those weird, that module still works, but in terms of being able to access certain aspects and settings of the module is still dysfunctional. So, or yeah, it's a good word. Yeah, dysfunctional. So there's that there. You can back up and restore as well. The only updates that we're looking for now is the sound assistant. Now you can click into it, but it doesn't seem like it necessarily works. So like, let's say I want to change my volume, boom, and I hit the three dots at the top. Now, usually how I have mine set up is I can also access the Bluetooth metronome in that volume, you know, setting panel, but it's not available there. So that's part of the unplugged nature of the sound assistant, and we're waiting for them to fix that. YouTube Studio doesn't necessarily play well, but I don't know if it's because of the Studio app. It feels like it's because of the beta software. I did notice it a little bit when I was using the Studio app with beta 1, and then beta 2 it seemed like it made it worse, because you know, you can it likes to shut down and close very often. So with the Studio app, there's a bug there. Anything else that I could think of in terms of what may have changed and what didn't change? I mean, it's really been fine outside of that. Like, being able to swipe over has been a little bit more smooth. You know, swiping through things have been smooth. Coming in here, the quick setting panel, and I have not checked to see if they've added additional quick settings. I will say a slight bug that I've also noticed is with auto rotate. Sometimes, or you know what, it's only happened once, so I don't know if it's a necessary bug, but when I updated it to the One UI beta 2 or One UI 4 beta 2, my auto rotate got turned off and it was on portrait. So I did notice that. And then what else have I noticed? There was another bug in here. I gotta find it though. No bugs there. Oh, always on display. Now it still does it, which means they haven't fixed the bug yet. I may have mentioned it in the beta 1 update video, but beta 2 always on display. If we go to it, so we go to settings, go to lock screen, and you see, where you at? Okay. Oh, always on display. It's unavailable when power saving mode is on. But my always on display would switch from tap to show to always on. So that's something to be mindful of, be aware of. So there's a bug there. And also with the cover screen, there's a bug. I want to say clock style. It doesn't matter what clock style you use. Now you see it's bouncy. Unless it's widgets. Oh, no, it's in display, my bad. So if you go to display, you can change the cover screen brightness here, but it still is bright when you activate it here. So I don't think it's based off of anything in terms of adaptive brightness, but I have it low, but it still pops up as bright. And there's a slight delay when double tapping. You see that slight delay there? So you do have that. I haven't had any issues with the fingerprint sensor with this phone. I haven't had any issues with face unlock. They fixed the 120 Hertz display refresh rate. I guess some apps or in certain moments it would kick down to 60, so it wouldn't always use 120 Hertz, you know, as often as it should. And they said they fixed that with the beta 2 update. So outside of those things, I have not noticed anything else. Everything's been pretty much working smoothly outside of that, which is a good thing. A lot of their apps are still functional and work. I'm trying to think. Hulu, I feel like, has a slight lag, but outside of that, like, really everything's been fine. There's always been a bug with the Gmail app. So when you get mail in your notification panel, when you swipe down, you want to hit delete. It'll say delete or undo, and then sometimes that notification will stay there stagnant in that delete and or the undo screen. And sometimes what you'll have to do is hit the undo button and then re-delete it, and then it will actually go away in your notification. So that's more of a Gmail issue, because I was having problems with that even on One UI 3, 3.1 and 3.2. So, or yeah, 3.2 or 3.1.1. So again, be mindful of that as well. And then I was having an issue with the game booster. Where's you at? Up here, the game launcher. Actually playing games when swiping from the game, sometimes I would have issues in terms of the animation from swiping. Now, as you guys saw there, it goes away there. This is another animation from One UI 4 or Android 12. Let's say I'm in the YouTube Music app, then I swipe up. You see how it jumps right back into the widget form. If I'm in Pocket Cast, and I do the same thing, it goes right back into it. Let's see, if I click on weather, I agree. That spinny icon is now everywhere. So that, I believe with beta 2, they've actually gotten rid of the old, you know, rotational loading, and now it's 4 dots that rotate. But, you know, nice app here. the little moon kind of, you know, is animated. Swiping, it jumps right back into the widget. So they've had some fine tuning in terms of some of the animation and stuff like that, and I like the animations. They look really nice. But overall, for the beta 2, there's just been more bug fixes and, you know, apps or modules from Samsung that actually have been more functional, and that is a good thing. One thing that I've also learned about the beta 2, and I would advise this to anybody, whenever you do a big software update or really any software update, make sure you wipe the cache partition. So essentially you have to power your phone off, give it like 5 seconds, and then press and hold the power button with the volume up button until you get prompted to another screen, and then you go down to wipe cache partition, and once you wipe it, reboot the system. Sometimes what happens with updates and updates like the beta updates is there's stuff still like logged in the partition, or bugs are in there, or and it interferes with, you know, the phone being able to run properly or certain aspects of the phone. And it's crazy, once you wipe that, you'll notice that the phone just runs better. And so a lot of with these beta updates, especially after beta 2 and beta 1 for that matter, when you do that, your phone will get better battery life. So I noticed, now this time I did it right after I did the update with beta 2, but I also noticed that it seems like it relearned my battery pattern, and my battery actually improved over time. I've been running beta 2 since November 16th. So if we go into the Samsung members app, if we go into the app and you click on beta notices, you'll see right there beta 2 dropped November 16th right there. I've been running it since that day. And if you want, we can look at some of the problems that it fixed, but you know, bugs have been fixed an issue where photos are not moved between folders and gallery, improve camera operation, improve the operation of lock screens such as pause, blur, and etc. Fix Wi-Fi automatic connection error, fixed errors that don't work at adaptive refresh rate 120 Hertz. That's what I was talking about before. Apply software stabilization codes for reboot, pause, etc. You know, improve the operation of cover screen, even though it feels like when they did that, something else broke. Improved disconnected operations when sharing wireless battery. And then of course they have the known issue of camera, being able to add more than 2 modes in more and save in the camera app, and then it ends up moving, I guess. And then if there's an error in the Samsung Health operation, please update to the latest version in the Galaxy Store. Sorry, sometimes I'll be reading and not showing you guys. So that's actually the, you know, patch notes for the beta 2. But what's this, 5 days now, and I noticed around like the third or fourth day, my battery life actually improved. And that's why I like using the power saving. The reason why I really have it on is because I work late at night. So because I'm not on my phone or I'm not using the screen, I don't need my phone to be running, you know, super high or, you know, super hot, you know, trying to juice everything out of it. I just needed to do what I'm currently doing, which is probably listening to music or a podcast. So that's what makes power saving effective from that perspective. And then of course, activity, I get a new response to my reports in terms of, I've never noticed getting a new response. Oh yeah, okay, no log, please check on send error log data menu and reporting issues. So I gotta resend the issues for here. So unfortunately, that takes a little bit of time too, sending your error reports. But with the One UI 4 beta 2 update, those are the new updates, bug fixes, and bugs that have occurred or that are still persisting. If you guys have any additional bugs or fixes that you've seen if you're running the beta, let me know down in the comment section below. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that way you never miss my videos. Then we can sit back, chillax, and see what's cracking. But your man Versatile signing out until the next video. Ooh, bump this, my bad. Wait for